You already know who it is. The one, the only, Mr. L Selector back at it again. All right. So yo, um got a little bit of a got a little bit of that raspy voice, but got that, my throat there. But we're gonna get right into it. I'm not even gonna hold you. I'm not gonna waste any time. Last night the Raptors did play. I didn't get a chance to do the stream yesterday just because I was super occupied. I couldn't get it done. So I'm not going to even go. I'm not going to go into it. We already know they lost the game. Yeah, they ended up getting beat by the Charlotte Hornets. They lost by 3 points or whatever. Oh, but at the same time, it's kind of like the NBA trade deadline is NBA not trade deadline, but the deadline's about to open on the 15th. Not the deadline, but the actual trade trading time is going to open on the 15th. So we have some opportunities to make some trades. We have some stuff we can do this December 15th, you know what I mean? It's going to be opened up so we can actually make some moves. I'm hoping and expecting we make some moves because at this stage right now, we can't beat anyone. Let's be real. We can't beat anyone consistently. There's nobody on this. We can't beat anyone. We can't go on a 3-game winning streak if our life depended on it at this point. The max we could do is go 2 games in a row, but then we're going to lose 3 games after that. We have to start preparing to get rid of some players. And we have to start looking at maybe getting some players. There's talks of Zach LaVine, DeMar DeRozan, Pascal Siakam, several players on the trading block. I believe it's time we make that trade. I don't even want to talk about the game because we already know this team is not going anywhere. This team is we're going to prepare for the NBA draft at this point. And it's not a good draft, just for your information. It's not going to be a star-studded draft. But the reality is, it's just like, there's pieces, but at the same time, which player so far, outside of maybe Luka Doncic and a couple other guys, who's really out here really doing it like that? You know what I mean? There's that guy on Sacramento. What's this guy's name over here? Darian Fox. And then, there's some guys, that were drafted, and I believe that are really doing very well in the NBA right now and handling their business, taking care of business every day or every night. But at the same time, it's kind of like we're at that point where it's just like, yo, we got to get rid of some of these guys, yo. Like, real talks, we got to get rid of some of these guys because it's just like, yo, our team ain't saying nothing at all. The Toronto Raptors are straight up garbage at this point. Listen, we're already a quarter in the season. I already see what's going on. I've come to the conclusion that this team is trash. We're straight garbage. We ain't beating nobody. Not right now. We ain't beat nobody. You see what I'm saying? Right now, if y'all don't know, the NBA, the championship is going on for the NBA Cup. Los Angeles Lakers versus Indiana Pacers. Game is kind of mid. I'm not going to lie. Ain't really that impressed. Not impressed at all. Not happy about what I'm looking at. But at the same time, the game is going on. It looks like LeBron James will probably win it. You already know how that is. We're going to talk about LeBron James because, I have some theories going on. I've been doing my homework and I've been doing my investigation and stuff like that. And there's certain things I'm going to talk about, I've been having a lot of people, trust me, I've been hearing the chatter. A lot of people have been coming up to me, asking me questions about certain things that are going on. And people are throwing out speculations on certain things. We're going to get to that. We're going to get to the LeBron James conversation very soon. And this is going to be a very, very interesting one. And also, there's another conversation that people are asking me about that I will have a live stream about. Is the NBA rigged? This is very, very controversial. But is the NBA rigged? We're going to have a conversation about that too soon, you know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, a lot of people have been asking that question, If you had asked me 10, 15 years ago if the NBA was rigged, I would have told you you're crazy. But today, with sports gambling at its all-time high, you see every corner, everywhere you go, there's a bookie, there's some sort of online site, there's you can go gambling, freaking convenience stores, you can get a variety or corner stores, certain places, states are opening up, countries open up gambling, freaking the whole entire England's freaking gambling their lives off. You know what I mean? Like, literally, all the gambling sites they're literally, you can download an application and start gambling tomorrow. It seems like everyone's just trying to see who covers the spread at this point. They don't even care about who wins or loses. They just want to know how can I make my money and keep it pushing. That's where the conversation is going with basketball right now. How can I make my money and keep it pushing? So we're definitely going to talk about, is the NBA rigged? I'm going to do a whole stream on that because, this is something that a lot of people are throwing out there. I've been hearing this conversation, you know, but I think I need to expound on that. I need to add my 2 cents to that. Is the NBA rigged? And we're going to do a deep dive, you know? We're going to do a deep dive and we're going to figure out, we're going to get to the root of this. Because this is something I keep saying that people keep asking, people keep talking about. They're like, certain things are not adding up. Don't be wrong. There's also the NFL. Some people believe that, speculating the NFL might be, there might be some stuff going on in the NFL. You know what I mean? Is pro sports in general rigged? We're gonna get to that soon. You know what I mean? But back to the Raptors, though. In general, let's be real. Let's get back to the Raptors. Let's get back to the Raptors because that's who we're here to talk about. We're not here to talk about nothing else but the Toronto Raptors. So Raptors ended up playing in this game. Yeah, good game overall. But they can't beat the shit. Can't beat anyone. They can't beat anyone. They can't beat anyone on a consistent basis, night and night. They can't go on any winning streak. And people keep talking about Scotty Barnes. Scotty Barnes is a good player, and we'll leave it at that. I think he's just a good player. Now, Scotty Barnes the future? Time will tell. But how are we going to know if Scotty Barnes the future if we don't have the help? But we'll get into that another time. Pascal Siakam is not the yin and the yang for Scotty Barnes. OG Anunoby is not the yin and the yang for Scotty Barnes as well. I honestly believe OG Anunoby is like a good player coming off the bench at this point in his career. I don't think he can play night and night out basis and give you 20, 30 a night like we expected. And we thought he was going to be like the next freaking, I don't know, Tracy McGrady or something like that. Like some guys have that kind of that ceiling for him. I don't see it. I don't have that ceiling for him at all, I see more of a ceiling of the likes of Ruben Patterson, like kind of like a player like that, but Ruben Patterson was probably more durable. Like we're maybe Eric Williams. Like we got to start looking at, but look at your stats. Oh, don't tell me about the stats because we already know today's NBA, the stats are inflated. If a guy drops 30 points today, that don't really mean anything anymore. If a guy drops 40, it don't mean anything anymore. Because at the end of the day, it's kind of like that the way the league is set up, the way the system is placed, it's you can't even touch a player anymore. You can just jump over a guy and shoot over the net. You can't do anything with a guy anymore. So because of that, players are able to inflate their stats. This is where you get stat padding. This is where you get guys coming in there with all types of freaking numbers. You're getting Halliburton just shooting from anywhere, and literally Halliburton. It looks like they're playing in the YMCA at this point in the NBA. Step back, threes, step back here, shooting from the half court, and all this. Just everything's a three. You know what I mean? Run to the 3-point line. Who can get their three off? Everything is a three. So it's just like everything is hella inflated at this point. There's no defense. Guys don't even know how to play defense anymore. There's no offensive strategies. Just kind of like who can chuck up the most threes, who can outscore their opponent. All it is about high scoring basketball. Literally the half court game is like it's there, but don't get me wrong. But it's like everyone's doing their best Stephen Curry, Golden State Warrior impression. That's what the NBA has turned into at this point. So it's kind of like, so we're at this point where we're going to have to play within the system. We're going to have to play with the game they're playing at this point. And then we got to play it better than theirs. I always say you have two options. Either you're going to play the game they're playing and you're going to play it better than theirs, or you're going to just play you're going to come up with strategies, which is pretty simple, and play the total opposite of the way they're playing and go out there and just make sure that everyone's durable and play a disciplined, structured game, and you'll be able to wash everybody because they all play with no IQ. There's no intelligence in this basketball we're seeing today. I'm watching a game right now. I might even hold you. Like, I could flip my screen right now and show you guys the game, but I'm not even going to do that just for copyright reasons. I don't want this stream to get taken down. But everything is a three. Bro, everything is a three. This is why LeBron James is going to play till he's 50 years old. LeBron James probably will get 50,000 points when it's all said and done. And he'll literally do some shit. He'll do some mythical type thing where it's 50,000. He could play till he's what, 38 now? He's gonna play damn near till he's 50 at this point. He could play till he's 50, till he's old and gray. Because the way these guys are playing, it's like he's playing YMCA basketball. And this ain't no knock on LeBron James because, yo, let's be real. LeBron James, I see LeBron James played in some of the toughest eras. The early 2000s, LeBron was in there. He was in the mid 2000s. He was in the 2010s. He was in the the late 2000s, the early 2010s, the mid 2010s, the late 2010s, and now he's here in the early he's here in the 2020s. I mean, in the early 2020s. So he's played in virtually every era. And if you ask LeBron James will tell you, bro, this area, bro, they ain't got nothing on me. I could do this all day, all night. He's going to win the NBA Cup. He won't win the NBA championship. You know what I mean? But he'll win the NBA Cup. You know what I mean? He'll get his son into the NBA because Bronny James, we know damn well Bronny James is going to be playing in the NBA next season. The Lakers will probably draft him. He'll probably play point guard for the Lakers. Lakers don't even have a real good point guard. They have D'Angelo Russell. Yeah, all right. But at the same time, it's kind of like, yo, you see what I'm saying? This is what's going to happen. Real talks. So it's kind of like, and Bronny James, I see him play. He's a good facilitator. Like the dude plays within the system. He doesn't force his game or anything like that. That's the one thing I noticed about him. Kind of a little, he's very passive aggressive, but when he gets hot, he can get real hot. He is passive aggressive though. He's not going to force his game. One thing about him, he's going to play within the system. I think Bronny James, if he was more aggressive, I think his ceiling, he could be like a like if he was more aggressive, he would have like a Stephon Marbury kind of game to him. He would have a Stephon Marbury kind of game. He played kind of like Stephon Marbury. If he was more aggressive, he could be like probably and healthy. He could be like a Stephon Marbury, probably even exceed Stephon Marbury. Like that's the kind of guy Bronny James could be if he really, really put it in. But he's kind of chill. He's like, he's one of those chill kind of cats. You know what I mean? He ain't really, you could tell his demeanor, he ain't really forcing nothing. You know what I mean? His pops is aggressive. His younger brother, I still don't know what he is. I still got to see him though, but I know he's getting taller. I don't know. The competition he plays against, I don't really see him playing with any guys who are like really bigger or stronger than him. So I need to see him play some bigger and stronger guys. It seems like he's playing some small boys. But at the same time, it is what it is. You feel me? Like, I don't know. I haven't really been paying attention to Bryce James though. I'm not even gonna hold you. So that's why LeBron will play till he's like 50 years old. He'll play right until he's 50 years old, and then he'll just call it a career, bro. That's basically what he's gonna do. He can play till he's 50. With this NBA got to do something, bro. Because I started watching EuroLeague basketball. You feel me? Like, you know what I mean? I get a chance to catch some of the games, the EuroLeague games. They go on, and if you're around, well, I got that plug, so I can watch those games. You know what I mean? I got that, you know, so I can check it out. You know what I mean? I check up some of those games in the daytime. They usually go on during the daytime, during the weekdays, for whatever reason. That's, I guess, because of the time frame over there in Europe. So if you watch those EuroLeague, bro, it's like what the NBA was in the 2000s, bro. That's the way they're playing in the Euro. If you like that hard nose, tough. Yes, of course, there's going to be, when they just introduced zone defense, that's what the Euro Leagues is looking like over there, bro. It is, but remember, there's a lot of passing going on. There's a lot of team basketball. It's not no hero ball, because the 2000s, after Michael Jordan left, they implemented that hero ball style. That hero ball style came everywhere. That's where Kobe Bryant, Vince Carter, T-Mac, Allen Iverson, yeah, I mean, all these guys were like, "Oh, got the ball in their hand, 5 minutes, 7 seconds left." You know what I mean? Like, let me try to hit the big game winner, like that kind of stuff. That was a lot of that was going on. You don't get none of that. You get more team basketball, but more physicality. EuroLeague basketball is more tougher than NBA basketball. I'm not even gonna hold you. It's more tougher. Like the way I'm looking at the EuroLeague, I'm like, yo, these guys are hooping out here. These guys are really balling. It's like ball out there. It's like smash mouth basketball. I like it. You know what I mean? But at the same time, it's like, yo, if Raptors want to start winning games, we might have to start implementing some of those EuroLeague styles. We might even have to start getting some of those guys, because it seems like big NBA players don't want to come to Toronto. So If they don't want to come here, let's start getting some of the best EuroLeague guys and bring them over here and start spanking ass. Because I think we can spank ass with them. We get some of those guys over there. We already got a EuroLeague coach. Pass, 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 score. That style of play, bruh. You know what I mean? Unfortunately, we don't have DeMar DeRozan and Kyle Lowry anymore, where that style of play, we're just smashing teams. You could play that Golden State, shoot all the threes you want. We're going to bring the ball up court. We're going to bully you. We're going to attack the rack. We're going to play mid-range, inside, outside. We're gonna cut to the free throw line. All of that. We don't have that right now. Pascal Siakam is not. He doesn't have that. We don't have that personnel. We don't have that. You know what I mean? You got to know. It's like you want to get certain types of nutrients. You got to be able to eat certain types of things. We don't have the stuff that we need for us to get to where we need to get to, and that's the issue with the Raptors right now. So that's just what it is. Honestly, that's my soapbox. NBA Cup is going on. I'm gonna go live tomorrow. And then, we're gonna keep going live. Like I said before, Raptors can still the ticket giveaway. It's not the end of the world. Listen, the season, there's still a quarter of the season's gone. We still got like freaking 75% of the season left. So we could still do something. But the only thing and also that takeaway, that giveaway, I'm still gonna do the giveaway. But like I said, the trick is they have to get to 500 because I have to get at least something where they're at least in the playoffs where it's meaningful games. Like we can't be playing in the back end and I'm giving away tickets. But hopefully we can get there. I need to get that. Team into the 500 mark for those tickets to be given out. But I really want to give those tickets out. You know what I mean? Definitely keep checking on my channel. I got more content coming. Salute to all the people out there who subscribe. I'm gonna be doing the NBA rigged. I'm gonna also be doing some other stuff as well. Check out that also for those who are my boxing heads, check out the channel if you're into boxing. We got that boxing stuff coming. Devin Haney versus Regis Prograis is going down tonight. We're gonna be doing a post-fight reaction. There's a whole bunch going on, huh? Anyways, I'm signing out. Adios.